All right, so we're going to log into our BitHarvest. I don't know if I tell y'all, but I really like this dashboard. You see your device ID, time, and all that. Again, y'all got to excuse me. I'm under the weather a little bit, but I've been eager to kind of start messing with this. But so I'm going to Helium, and I want to install Helium. On the bottom right here, it says fetching Helium configuration. This Bobcat already had a Helium configuration. Now, I got to figure out what the name was on it. Hopefully it tells me, because I can't remember. On the bottom right, it says Helium Gateway RS has been started. Installation's complete. A little Helium banner right here. And that looks like my name with Moken. So it's got a link to Moken. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now I don't have to go to separately and be lazy. I can be lazy and just click on the link. And now I got to pay for me to move this because this is no longer in Baton Rouge on top of the roof. I have a wingbits miner there now. So I'm going to have to move this, but it says inactive right now. But if you're familiar with Moken at all, it takes a couple of hours for it to update. So I'm going to wait a couple of hours and come back to this, and I'll continue the video when I see that this is active. Then I got to figure out where I'm putting it at, so I can figure out where I'm putting this at. If I'm putting it around here, family house, I got some friends and family over here. I'll put it deep in New Orleans. I don't know yet. I got a friend who told me I could put something over here in Bay St. Louis. They got, there's part of me now that there are more and more objects, or whatever you want to call it, IoT devices using the Helium network. Y'all know that I'm real big on demo and stuff like that that's using it, WeatherXM and all that. So there's a part of me that I've been kind of balancing out. I've been redeploying some of my Helium stuff and spreading them out because I want to start capturing more of this IoT stuff. These IoT data that's coming through here and stuff. So I don't mind putting something, if I had someplace to put it here or something like that, because anybody driving through there, I'm going to start capturing all that data. I got a friend down here in Raceland who said I can put something up whenever I want. So anybody driving, this is Highway 90, US 90, which is a very, very well-traveled corridor down here. There's no interstate down here, South Louisiana. So if you come into South Louisiana at all, you're going down Highway 1, Highway 90 right here. I don't mind putting one right here because I'm all about the IoT now instead of the witnesses. So I don't know where I'm going to move it at, but we'll see. So yeah, another cool thing, and I like that I can easily go to this tab and restart if I want to. Really hope that they can get a wingbit station running soon with figured out the plugging in the SDR to it. I really want to get more out of this device. I feel like I'm doing wrong, but I'm not 100% really interested in any of these bandwidth sharing things right now. I'm into grass. I just don't want to overdo it with all that. So I'm hoping they can add a grass bandwidth sharing thing to it. Crank, I'm not really in the mood to put that kind of money down, $250 something or whatever they want to stake. I don't know enough about things 1X. So we'll get it figured out. But they're supposed to have some more ideas of stuff they're going to add to this. But again, I really like this because this one Bobcat can do these several things. And I think it's a cool project. All right, so here we are. I think for 2 days now. I let this run. And we're here back in our overview into Helium on our device. And as you can see, I'm active. And even though it is not in the right location, it's supposed to be in Baton Rouge. I'm not even close to Baton Rouge, so I don't know if this thing even did it. Say it's not going to even have valid witnesses, but as you can see, it is working properly as it's witnessing and beaconing. So we know that it's getting some kind of beacons, and as you can see, my office is here where it's plugged in, so it's beaconing to these. I'm sure these are invalid. So now my next step is, where do I want to install this at? Finding the host or find some place to put it. moving that location. But so for those people who have Bobcats that have them where they're either not working correctly or they want to be able to do many other things with them, BitHarvest has solved this issue, and we have it here. So, whether or not you want to get involved in any of these other projects, like Crank, Things, 1X, Helium, Honeygain, Earn Apps, there are more of these coming. Back on BitHarvest Studio website, I'm going to tell you, they had an AMA this morning on Discord. It was great. I think it lasted close to 2 hours, probably a lot of questions. That whole team was there, 5, 6 of those guys. And it goes to show you, somebody like me, who thinks I know this much about IoT and about devices, that I don't know nothing. These guys knew what they were talking about. They didn't stutter. They didn't. And you can tell that they're passionate about this. This isn't just something that they were thrown into, not a job. This is something that was behind the scenes, been working for years, this project. And again, that's what the AMA does. Not that I'm trying to throw shade on anybody. Take it for what you want. But by just having that AMA, and you had, 15 to 20 people in there, just that 15 to 20 people from Discord, and you probably had not those same 15 to 20 people at the same time. You probably had some that left and some that came in, because I was watching the regular Discord general chat, and as people would come in and ask questions, they were inviting, hey, we have an AMA going on right now. Come in and listen. And people were asking. It was an open floor. People could ask whatever questions they want. One thing we learned was that on the Bobcat, like I had heard before, but right now those USBs are not functional. The little mini USB port's not functional. So right now they can't figure out how to get a little SDR into a Bobcat miner. So that's one thing they investigate. And they talked about, if you didn't want to mess with Helium, possibly taking off the Helium hat, and somehow that would, I don't know. I was, trying to figure that out. But who knows? I don't know. I'm sure they'll keep us updated on that. But they also told us that they have other projects, like I've been saying, that have contacted them about getting involved in this. Kind of like the example they gave. They know that this is going to get pushed out to many, many customers. People who might be just mining Helium or Things 1X or Crank or Wingbits or something like that. And by those people getting this firmware in their device, that's opening that potential customer base for a new project, for another project. So if I had ABC project, of course I'd want to get involved with BitHarvest, because if it's an easy install and low cost to get in, people already have the device and they already got the software. They just have to click down and enable it. To me, that's common. I mean, that's an easy thing. To me, projects would want to get involved in that. Again, not throwing shade. But as I've been through the website enough, and again, please make sure you get into these guys' Discord. They're keeping a lot of things updated in it. We talked about, there's a lot of people involved in here, and it was a good AMA, and I don't know what else more to say about it. But another thing is, and I know it's not really the whole point behind it, but they do have their own token also that they're using for the tokenomics that you can use to purchase this with. And that's the BHST token, with BitHarvest Studio token. And you can easily, tomorrow there'll be a price list that is updated for how much this will cost. And you can purchase that with BHST. You can purchase BHST with IoT or mobile or Helium or any other Solana chain token, because you can swap IoT for BHST and then use that. I don't know about any other cryptos or anything like that. I know he mentioned a little bit about that earlier. But with that also, you can also stake BHST in the pool they got. And I was one of the early people on it, and I tripled my money on, because the BHST token went up, 3x or something like that, and not 3x my money. which these days is pretty darn good. I'm not saying that's going to happen again. I was, early involved in it, and I'll be honest with you, I took that and they started a new pool today. The only reason I realized that is because I had to take money out of the old pool. They were redoing a new pool, and I took that money out and I put it right back into that new pool. And hopefully it goes up some more. And who knows? Not financial advice, just what I'm doing. Again, I also found a bunch of stupid meme coins when I was digging around in that Jupiter. Uh, and they got a WEN airdrop if you mess with a Phantom wallet on Jupiter. Make sure you look into that. Also, not financial advice, just telling everybody about it. That's what I did. And, there's a bunch of stuff going on. That I can't keep up with. My wife wants to know why I don't go to bed till 2 a.m. It's because I'm dealing with this kind of stuff all morning, and all night, trying to keep up with all this different stuff like that. And it's hard to do. So, in closing, I think this is going to be big. I think it's just going to get bigger. I think the cost is going to be relatively small compared to what you can get out of it. Can't really guarantee an ROI because it's really up to how each one of these projects pays out. So these guys can't, that's one question that came up with the AMA more than once. One question that we have seen in the Discord more than once. Again, and I won't say I'm not with the project at all. I sent them a Bobcat that they needed because I had apparently a rarer version, and I just sent it to them on a hope and a prayer. Trusted these guys, and that's what I got back, and that's what I showed y'all in this video. But again, they can't promise what each one of these is going to pay, or how fast they pay, or how much they pay. So they can't guarantee what the ROI is going to be. It's up to these projects. But I don't want to go too long. This is not meant to be a long video. Just want to show y'all that I did get it in. It works. The Helium works. Super simple to install, and it worked. And sky's the limit at this point. So can't wait to see what new projects are coming out. I'm hoping to get a grass one. It'd be nice to run grass on here so I don't have to keep a computer running. We'll see. But sure, they got some other stuff coming out too. So thank y'all, and stay tuned for the next video. Please make sure you like, thumbs up this video. Please make sure that you subscribe to my other channel, Grumpy Dad Outdoors. I've been doing some cooking videos on there and stuff. My subscribers ain't nowhere as good as this. I have 2,000 here. So make sure y'all like that. Make sure y'all check out my Twitter, The Grumpy Dad. That link's in the description also. And my Twitch also, playing Call of Duty when I have a little bit of time at night. But these youngsters these days, there's some sweaty rooms, and they just eat me up. But thank y'all, and have a good weekend.